What's up, guys? LarriWhyte Podcast, Season 2, hosted by LarriWhyte. We got a special guest today. Go ahead, introduce yourself. Yes,
I'm
sir.
Jarie. I'm Jarie, aka Jarie, or
Yes,
aka
sir.
Cloak.
Yes,
You
sir.
go by Jarie or Cloak, Jeri.
Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate you coming on, bro. I want to talk to you about. First, I want to ask you this. You're a man of many talents. You skateboard. You have your own clothing brand. You do designs. How do you keep up? You produce. You make music. How do you keep up with everything? How do you keep it efficient? How do you make sure everything goes the way you want it?
So the way I keep up with it is just pure soul, man. Like honestly, like when I say that when I say that I mean like just pure love with everything I do,
Definitely.
everything authentic. Like I don't try to let the audience of the world and the
Yeah.
internet like control what I create.
Right.
So
Definitely, bro.
along with music, I just make everything authentic, you know what I'm saying? And
Facts. Yeah.
art comes along with music,
Oh
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Can't like
No.
a lot of people see me as just an artist,
Yeah.
and then most people don't be seeing me making music. So I'm just
Right.
like,
No.
yo,
Yeah.
you feel me? So
Yeah.
it all
Tap
ties.
in. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely, bro. No, I respect that. When did it all start? Like, when did you first start making music, and how did everything lead together?
Like so, I started making music as a kid, just like everybody else,
Yeah.
But like the way my brain works, I made sounds out of everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, just using whatever to make sounds,
Mhm.
drumming on the
Yeah.
table,
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah.
you feel me? Type
Yeah.
beat,
Yeah.
the little baby toys and using it
Yeah.
like the little that. So
Yeah.
moving on from there, like I started using LimeWire and I was like, yo, like I can do this. Like I can start making music and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Starting to fall in love more with music. So 2015, 2014, probably a little bit before that, I was able to get FL
Yeah.
Studio, and I was
Okay.
getting my hair from a producer, or not producer, but my barber, and he
Mhm.
showed me FL Studio. So from there, it was just up. You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah, bro. That's
Yeah.
dope. That's
So
awesome.
2012, you feel me? 2012,
Yeah. So you've been at it for a while. You've been at it for a while.
minute.
Yeah, well, let me. I want to ask you this. Everything that you do, I respect and I love. But what really got my eye is the graphic design. Where did that like walk me through the process? Because I've been pay. I know I pay attention to your reels. Like, how does that all? Because that's a crazy ass process, bro. I see that shit. I'm like, damn. Like
Oh,
shit.
so I graduated Sinclair, or I went to the JVS or the Upper
Okay.
Valley,
Okay. Yeah.
Valley for graphic design, but I was always drawing. Like my aunt showed me how to draw back when I was
Hmm.
a kid.
Yeah.
So um back as a kid, like I was just always being creative with like art, you know what I mean? So
Hmm.
uh how do I want to say, we dang it, it's an easy question, but it's hard,
I
you
know.
feel me?
I know. No, I feel. I know.
I dang, I can't even explain
If
it,
you
bro,
gotta
because
come back, bro, we can come back to it. It's no
yeah,
biggie.
come
Yeah, we'll
come
come
back to
back to it. All right.
yeah.
Another thing, I know we're from the same city. I'm kind of curious about this. How do you think there's any? I mean, obviously you have connections and stuff like that, but do you think there would be a bigger plus side maybe to your craft and everything if you live somewhere else, or do you think it's good for you, where you're at now, just kind of work with who you got?
um I think it'll be big somewhere else.
Yeah, I agree. Because I mean, I was thinking about this before we got in here, and it's the same thing with me. Is like, there's not a lot. I mean, there is and there isn't. Like our connections are kind of like they're not very out there. We kind of in a box. You know what I'm saying? And it's. I was just curious how you felt about that. If you moved on to a bigger city, or obviously how you thought that would go. But
Yeah, I think it'll be big, and I wanna spoil it. Should I
yeah,
spoil it?
I
All
know.
right.
You go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Tell me. Nah, tell me.
But
Tell me. Yeah, go ahead.
so so a friend hit me up about a show in Tampa,
Okay.
and I got a
Oh shit.
huge show in Tampa on
Okay.
a April 20th.
Hell yeah,
Uh,
bro.
yeah. So, and I'm talking to the host and the guy that's running it,
Mhm.
and he wants me to do the graphics for him. He wants me to make the
Oh
clothes
my
for him.
god, that's
I'm
dope, bro.
performing there. So I'm like, he hit me up
Yeah.
I added him on Instagram, and then he hit me up. I didn't even tell him I did clothes or nothing. And soon
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna say nothing because I know he's about to
Right.
hit me up. Oh, can you make these clothes for me
Right.
for the
Right.
show?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
with that being said, I was like, I was like, I think being able to go do the show and perform
Mhm.
will show me what it's like being on the other end of the world. You know what I mean? So
Definitely.
like,
Definitely.
and be able to make bigger connections, and with what
Yeah.
I'm doing,
Definitely.
it'll make sense
Yeah.
to
No, I
move.
was gonna. Yeah, I was gonna say Ohio. I mean, it's all right. I mean, obviously we've both done our thing and made well, but I feel like I think out of for all of us, if we branched off into other cities, it would definitely pop off more than because, like I said, I mean, I how did you how did you meet like all your homies and your crew and everything? Did it just kind of come together when you started doing everything, or how did that school stuff
Yeah,
like that?
yeah, just like that. And everybody that I'm doing stuff with now, like, are people that aren't even from school.
Right.
And I'm such a, I'm such an introvert. But when
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
on
yeah.
stage,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. No.
But I'm such an introvert, like, and that's just the artist in me. Like, I have to be doing something. So, um, they kind of came along and found me. You know
Right.
what I
Right.
mean? Not
Yeah.
saying that to be like,
No. Yeah. No. Yeah. I get you. Yeah.
they just found me, and I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
I've been trying to build a team and of
Yeah.
some sort, build
Yeah.
like a and group of friends to
Definitely.
see what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely,
So
bro.
yeah, so
Hell yeah. That's dope.
they just came to me. So
Awesome.
and I'm pretty happy with the way they are.
Yeah.
Like,
Definitely.
yeah.
So how does that like, especially like your music and your production? Does everything probably all the final decisions do they come down to you with like everything just in general? Do you just have people that kind of help you and then it just comes down to what you say?
So I mean, it's really what I say, but
Yeah.
I'm also like going to school for graphics. I know
Yeah.
how to take the critique. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
And I know how to let people in. You
Yeah.
know what I
Right.
mean?
Nah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. That makes
So,
sense.
but I'm also super stern when it comes to it because I've been doing it for so long.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm listening to what you
Yeah.
say, but I'm also like, I know the
Yeah.
knowledge.
Right. So you know how what it takes to make everything perfect. Nah, that makes
Yeah,
sense. Yeah.
some yay shit. You know what I mean? Some
Yeah.
yay shit.
Nah. Yeah. Nah, that makes sense. I feel that.
Yeah. So I I do let people talk. Like the last project I had, like my Planet X tape,
Yeah. Yeah.
I did have like the No Varsity Boys, which are my guys. Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had them all come in and be like, hey, how does this sound? How does this sound?
Mm,
Just so I can get that feel of having people in on a tape, like a
definitely, bro.
collab.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. So how does the skateboard, you skateboard often or just on the regular, or how did you just try to incorporate that with some things, or do you like to do that all the time, or
Um, all the time if I
all the
can, but
time? Yeah.
we in Ohio, so we
Yeah,
don't
I know.
got.
I know. I know. Nah, because
um,
one of my homies, well, OJ, and then I don't know if you know his younger brother, but he's tall,
yeah,
Amari.
yeah.
Yeah, he
Mhm.
said you were over there at the skate. It was a while back. It was when it was warmer, obviously, but you were at the skate park with your merch and shit. He bought a shirt. I was like, that's what's up, bro. But I
Yeah,
was just
man.
curious how you worked all that in together.
Like again, like every art, music, skateboarding,
Yeah.
it was already one
Right.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
So like, so art, you don't absolutely need somebody. You don't absolutely need a team to tell you how to make a
Right.
piece of art, make a
Definitely.
picture.
Yeah. Right.
Skateboarding, you don't need anybody to tell you how to like
Yeah.
do a trick, do the
Right.
playbook.
Yeah.
Music, essentially, you don't need
Yeah.
anybody to tell you how to do music.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So to me, I'm like, okay, these are all like within me soulfully.
Yeah.
So I rather be able to um do all those at once and then be able to think of my own. And
Yeah.
like if I'm skating, I'm able to think of what the next song is, what the next
Definitely, bro.
graphic comes.
So it kind of
Yeah,
clear. So it's like how do I want to word it? It clears your mind and gives you the right headspace to work on what. Yeah, definitely. I fuck with that.
absolutely,
Hell yeah,
absolutely.
bro.
So
So let me ask you this. I know you've done live performances. I want to know what's the difference between being in the studio and doing it live. I've only talked to a few people that have had that experience. I want to hear.
okay, so with me, like a lot of people are like, "Oh, you're so introverted." I don't know how you get on stage. If I got on stage, I'd be scared. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right, yeah,
whenever I make my music, and I've always said this from the beginning, I'm like, I'm making the music and the beats and producing the music like I'm at Rolling Loud already. Like there's a million people. So um when I go on stage, it's like I rather it feels like you're in the studio. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Or I
definitely. Yeah.
treat it like I'm at a studio
Yeah.
to where I'm,
Right.
so I'm not like stage frightened by,
Yeah. That's yeah.
So I'll be teed up. I'm like,
Yeah.
you gonna hate me, you gonna love it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Hell
You
yeah.
feel me?
But yeah. Nah, I fuck with that. That's true. I mean, how'd you deal with this? Did you ever have stage fright when you first started performing live, or you just said fuck, you just went out there and did it?
I'm turned. I was not
Damn,
scared.
bro. Damn, fuck that, dude.
Be turned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like why get on if you're already on stage, you
Yeah.
better turn. You feel me?
Right.
If the music's bad, turn up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's
Hell yeah.
good, turn. Like you
Yeah.
can't get on
That's yeah.
stage.
Yeah, that's true. But I like that. I like that. That's a great mindset to have. Because me personally, if I did make music, I'd be like, nah, fuck that. I can't get up there. But I like that. That makes sense. I like that. You went to
Well,
Well, no, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
like again, like I ain't gonna cap to you. Like when I was in Sinclair, like I had a interpersonal communications
Yeah.
class,
Right.
and I put it 3 times because like
Damn.
I don't like talking, but
Right.
like
No. Yeah.
stage, when I'm on stage, I'm like, okay, I'm not essentially talking. I'm
Yeah.
like,
You're
you know,
you're just saying word. I mean, you're saying your words that you wrote. So it's not like,
right.
nah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Not like I'm giving a speech by any
Yeah,
means, but
that makes sense. I feel it. That's crazy to think about that, like how you're saying you're introvert, but when you're on stage or that's interesting that you say that. That's crazy. So how do you so in the studio wise, is it the same way, or are you just comfortable with those people that you're around?
um, I'm also the same way in the
Okay.
studio. It's like Party Next Door. Like if you know Party Next Door,
Yeah,
everybody knows
yeah,
Party.
yeah, yeah.
He he likes to be he likes to be in the studio by himself. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
just like, and the reason I say that is I'm comfortable with the people I'm around, but like
yeah,
I also have a weirder process on how I make songs
yeah.
because I'm also making a beat at the same time.
Right.
Like I can't go verse, chorus, so on, so
Yeah,
on. Um, so it takes me a lot longer to make songs, and I get like that's when I get shy because I'm
yeah.
like, damn,
Right.
I'm wasting this dude's time, or
Yeah,
I'm wasting. You
right.
know what I mean?
Right.
So
That's how I mean. It took me a while. I'm the same way. It took me a while to get. I mean, just over this, I was still at first. I was real nervous. I've kind of like you. Pretty much, I've gotten comfortable with it now because it's just what I've been doing. I'm sure you're the same way in certain instances. So I understand that for sure. It is.
yeah,
It's a scary world, bro. I don't fuck with that shit, dude. Bro, I
man.
don't fuck with that, dude.
Like, but at the same time, I'm like, I know I can. I don't think people are better than me. I don't think I'm better than anybody
Yeah.
else. But but sometimes a lot of people are on a like different mindset with
Yeah.
the song. I know
Naturally.
people get bored. Like that's my problem. I know people get bored
Yeah.
quick. So I'm
Right.
like,
No, they
how,
do.
how can I
Yeah.
speed
Yeah, because
speed my
they're in. Yeah, what's the word? Intention. Their attention spans are small, so them motherfuckers,
yeah,
they don't see like what they want to see within like 2 minutes. Oh, fuck it, I'm skipping. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, I feel that
yeah.
shit.
And
Um,
again, like the my bad with the
no,
attention
no,
span.
you're go ahead, bro.
Like when you say that, that's where again my introversy comes from because with the art, the skateboarding, the music,
Yeah,
like I said at the beginning, it's all soulful and authentic. That
yeah,
like
right.
I'm more
It
of a
fucks with you. Yeah, yeah.
you
No,
feel me?
that makes sense. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I get that. So I
I
don't mean to
gotta.
keep cutting you off, bro. This shit sometimes it's delayed, so I got to sit here for a second. I'm like, oh fuck. But no,
You're good.
all right, bro, for sure. Back to what you were saying. Let me ask you this: with everything you do and everything that you create, how do you think that separates you from everybody else? Do you think with with the graphic design and the clothing and everything you do you think that benefits you in a way to where like if you were like, oh, I'm not saying that you would your ego, but you're like, oh, that makes me better than everybody else. How do you think that helps you in certain ways different from what other people do? Because obviously not everybody's writing their own, making their own beats, writing their own songs, graphic design, clothing. How do you think that helps you grow
That
as a person and an artist?
that helps me. That's a good question. That helps me because knowledge is power.
Yeah.
Like knowledge is literally power. So the more I know, and the more you want to come to me about it,
Definitely.
the more I'm going to keep learning as
Yeah.
you're learning. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So not power to anybody, and I
Yeah.
want everybody to know more.
What you
You know what I
know.
mean?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying know what I know
But more,
essentially.
yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I got you.
Like I want people to be like, I want people to
Knowledgeable. Yeah.
not. You know what I mean? Because it's
Yeah,
power.
definitely.
You know.
Yeah.
So
100%, bro.
the reason I say that helps me is because 10 years from now, I'm still gonna have this knowledge of
Yep.
skateboarding. I'm still gonna have this knowledge
Yep.
of this knowledge
Yeah.
of making music, and
Yeah.
I won't have to be like, hey, I'm going to the studio and meeting such and such, and they
Yeah.
don't know what I. Now we're both frustrated at each other.
Yeah,
So if I
definitely.
learn to do it on my own,
Yeah.
I won't need anybody essentially. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Definitely.
Because
Yeah.
you can't live for somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
100%, bro. No, I like that. That makes sense. I like that. I was curious about that one. Outside of like skateboarding, graphic design, what are some other things you like to do, hobby wise? Like what do you fuck with that get your mind off shit?
Apex,
Damn, really? I can't get into Apex like that. I don't know why. I don't know. Well, what system are you on?
PS5,
All
man.
right, all right.
Apex,
I fuck with it. Okay, all right.
yeah,
All
Apex in
right.
the world, man.
Really? What about 2K, man? No.
Nah, bro. I don't
Damn,
know.
bro.
Like, I don't know, man. I just be like something about like shooter games. It's just
Yeah, I
like
feel that shit. I
that.
feel.
It gets my blood going, but
Yeah,
also calms
right.
down,
Calms you down,
skeezy.
yeah. Nah, I feel that shit. I'm trying to I want to get the new Spider-Man, but I haven't got it yet, so I'm like, damn. But I want to
Yeah,
get that. I'm trying to find games to get into because like I said, I'm so like I don't know how I want to word this. Like I'm so my mind is just because I played 2K and Madden for so long, it's like fuck, bro. That's all I know. So it's like,
right,
damn, but
right.
I'm trying to expand and find other games to play. I just haven't got there yet.
I felt that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely, bro.
I'd be like, what do I do?
Yeah, no,
I
I
mean,
know. That's what I'm saying.
like if I'm not playing the game, it's either again I'm studying something new.
All right,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? I'm just
definitely.
studying.
Are you
Really.
still are you still out there door dashing or no?
No,
Nah.
no, because I'm not even a top dasher. I got so much more
Yeah,
stuff to do.
that's what I'm
Top.
saying, bro. I know. Nah, and the thing with where we're at is because there's so many. Like at our job, bro, I see probably there's a couple that I see the same, but other than that, bro, there's like 20 different faces I see in a day because there's just so many that are around here that just keep coming. I'm like, fuck. But yeah,
Yeah, I can do it. I want to let me do
really?
it. Yeah, because I'm
Damn.
not dasher, bro.
Oh,
Like,
okay, that makes sense. All right.
yeah,
How do you get top dasher?
you gotta just be
Fucking
consistent.
do it? Ah,
You got
fuck that, bro.
you gotta go to date and you gotta go everywhere
Oh,
else.
nah, hell no.
That's too much
Fuck
for
it.
me, man.
Yeah,
Too
nah,
much.
fuck that, bro. Nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
So back to your music and all that. Did you have like inspirations growing up that kind of like led you to get into that, or was it just kind of you seen it and you were like, oh no, I want to do that, or how did that?
So I like my mom. You know how it goes. The Mama
Yeah.
Dukes. Like playing
Right.
music.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to be real good, honest with you, like me as like a like let's say a 6 year old, your mind's
Right.
developed, like you're coming to senses to a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
So we had like the little Mickey Mouse like TV and
Mhm.
the DVD
Yeah.
player.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So on that, it had like there's a button on there. It was a
Mhm.
AB button.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you know that, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
what that button did was like you click the A and it's loop one, and then like you click
Oh,
B.
it'll okay.
Yeah,
I see.
looping. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So um the first music movie I remember in a sense was the Five Heartbeats,
Oh yeah.
and and it came with the DVD obviously, and then
Yeah.
it came with the soundtracks.
Yeah.
So and I'm an R&B head, really like
Yeah.
R&B, like
At your
pop.
heart. Yeah.
you know so like whenever I listen to music, I'm listening to R&B for the
Yeah.
most part. um so like my mind like started developing in that time, and I was like,
Right.
oh, like I
Yeah.
love, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, I love the
Yeah.
sound. So and then on top of that, with the AB button with the soundtrack and the DVD,
Yeah.
I started looping certain parts, and it was just basically creating
Yeah.
samples. I mean,
All right. So you
so
were already fucking with it back then. So yeah.
as
That
a
makes
kid,
sense.
bro.
That's
Yeah.
lit, bro. Hell yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Um,
So
that's
go ahead.
awesome. Nah, you're good. That's this shit. I hate, bro. I need to stop with this. I got to figure out something else, bro. Because this shit,
No,
nah. But
you're good.
you went to is it Drewski? Did you go down to, was he in Cincinnati? Is that okay? I
He-
want to ask you about that. How was that? Like, how was that? Was that fun or no?
Yeah, bro. It was nerve wracking, but then again, like I said, I don't get stirred. I don't
Yeah,
really get
right.
stirred, bro.
Yeah,
Like it was fun, but like um, you know, like I didn't really know exactly what was going on.
right.
When but then again, I was third picked out of like 300
Damn.
people.
Hell
But
yeah.
the only reason I was third picked was because I had my daughter with me. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So they're basically finding people to make jokes about. You know what I mean?
Okay, I see. All right.
But me coming from Ohio and
Yeah.
just like everybody in Ohio, we take everything so serious
Serious. I know. I know.
because we all trying to get out. So I'm like,
Right.
yeah, I get it. He's a comedian, but I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not
Right.
playing
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Give me what
Nah.
my
Yeah.
you feel
Right.
like.
Nah.
So I'm on stage, like I'm like, y'all can laugh at me all y'all want. I'm turning up with or
Right.
without the turning up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but other than that, it was fun.
Yeah.
Being a part of it. You know what I mean?
Definitely, bro. Did it
But yeah,
cost it? How did that work? Did you have to pay or just free or?
no, it was just free. Like everybody, you
Yeah.
showed up. Like if you got picked, you go in,
Yeah.
and then you got the ticket. You went to the next step.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Hell
So
yeah, that's what's up. Hell yeah. I mean, like you said though, obviously, I mean, he's a comedian, but at the same time, that's your daughter and shit. So why would you, I mean, I don't
you
know.
feel me?
Yeah,
No,
no,
yeah,
that makes that makes sense. I mean, obviously you're there for the part of it, but at the same time, that's your daughter. Like you're gonna protect her more than anything. So
yeah.
yeah, that
Trying to
makes
make
sense, bro.
make it for her, man.
Yeah, nah, hell yeah, bro, hell yeah. What did I want to? I was gonna. Oh, so if you had to pick, I know you said you went to school for graphic design, but if someone said, okay, for the rest of your life, they gave you this option, you're gonna have graphic design, you're gonna make music and produce, which one are you choosing? Like, which one has you at heart, and you're like, all right, you know what, I can do this for the rest of my life, no matter what, no matter the circumstance, I'm picking this. Which one?
That is a hard
I
question,
know,
dog.
bro.
That's
That's what I'm
a
saying.
hard question.
I know. You might not. I
Um,
mean, you might not be able to. I mean, at the same time, like you've been putting so much time and effort in both of them. I mean, shit.
um, like I would do music, and the reason I say that is because you can the the art world is so graphic world is so
Yeah.
saturated right now with the same exact
Yeah.
like same graphics in a sense.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's so hard to be an artist painting right now.
Yeah.
But music, you can't like on a piano, you can't not come up with something different.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. 100%.
You know what I mean? So if I rather be learning an instrument, and always learning how to make sounds. You know what
Yeah. Definitely, bro. Yeah, that one's a tough one. I was curious about
I mean?
that one. I don't that, and it's like I said, especially with all the time and effort you put into both, it'd be tough. But,
Yeah, that's a hard question right
yeah,
there, dog.
no. I thought when I said it, I'm like, fuck. But that's crazy. Let me ask you this: what do you think your biggest challenge has that you've overcome, just in general, maybe, or in the music, or you know, graphic design? What do you think your biggest challenges you overcame, and the biggest accomplishment that you've done that you would look back and be like, I did that. What out of those two, which one? Hold on. Which one would what's your biggest achievement, and what's something that you've overcame in life that you really didn't think you could?
My biggest achievement is, I would say, just creating a song.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
definitely.
the first song I made, like, dude, like, I ain't gonna lie, I had like a tear, like, I had a tear
Right.
because, like, you know how hard it is to like
Yeah.
gather
But
music equipment. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
and then a lot of people are just using their phones, and this is back in the day before BandLab and all that.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
how hard it was. People were using headphones, like the Xbox
Yeah.
headphones.
Right. Just to record. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my biggest achievement was being able to create something pure and like have a pure sound come out. You know what I mean? And then being able to create the beat for it. Like, so that's
Definitely.
to me the biggest achievement. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
100%. Yeah.
And what was the other question?
What's the biggest challenge that you've overcome? Like something that may have happened that was like, fuck, I don't know if I can get through this. And it could have been as simple as someone telling you that your shit sucked. I know, not saying that they did, or just anything,
Right.
what's something that you've overcame that you've been like, damn, I really,
That right there, actually, you just
yeah,
answered it
hell yeah.
because of what music I make and then what I do and the way my
Right.
style is, and the dating at least, and I love dating to death, but
Right.
dating at least with the music that I make, it's
Yeah.
just like you can feel the hatred,
Yeah,
not the
definitely.
hatred, the non love for my sound. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah.
And
100%.
you can hear it in my music that it's teed up. It's like a
Right.
Cardi sense.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah. Yeah.
Heat up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That makes sense.
Uh, the biggest thing I've overcome is like just the lack of love from
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I respect that, bro. Do you go down and perform in Dayton a lot, or it just depend where I have you? Let me ask you this: have you performed in Troy
Uh,
or no?
yeah,
Well,
we
okay,
did.
that's
We
what I
had.
thought. Where at? I can't remember. I seen it, but
Yeah, it was at the warehouse in Troy by Walgreens.
where? I'm trying to think.
It's like little factories over there. It's a big white
Oh yeah,
factory.
yeah. Okay, I got you. How did that go? Was that? I mean, was it okay or?
Yeah, it was T. It
Hell
wasn't
yeah.
really a stage, but like it was
Yeah.
like, I mean, you know what I mean. So
Okay. Yeah.
it went well.
Hell yeah.
It went,
I was gonna ask you about that. I seen it, but I couldn't remember. Do you do much with the record store? Have you tried to work with them at all?
are you talking about the music store?
Yeah, the one down, the one downtown, or it's over by like I think it's by the post office.
Yeah. Oh, by post office is not by K's.
It's by one of. It's by one of. Have you? I can't remember where. Is there two?
I know there's the Troy Music Store, but I don't know about.
That's what it is. Okay, then it's the music store. Have you worked with them?
No, but I do know they have like a little back room, like with a little
Okay.
stick. It like
Hell
it's
yeah.
so off. Like when you go in there, it
Yeah.
looks like a little small building, but when
Yeah.
you go in the door and it's like a whole like
Damn.
practice. I
Yeah.
swear.
That's what's up. Hell yeah.
So
That's awesome.
I haven't worked with them yet, but I
Okay.
did ask about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hell yeah. All right. So like I said, where do you usually try to perform at? Just wherever you can kind of get in and stuff like. Okay. I was curious
Yeah,
about that.
yeah,
What
wherever I can get.
I'm assuming no. I mean Dayton's probably the out of Dayton and Troy. It's probably the biggest venue you're probably gonna get audience wise. Because I guess Troy maybe, but I guess it depends where you go and perform at. But
Right. Yeah, I'd say Dayton would
yeah,
be that.
that
Yeah.
yeah. What's the farthest you went? I mean, obviously I know you went down to Drewski. So anything past that or no?
No,
No.
I mean the farthest Columbus and Cincinnati are damn
Okay.
near
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Right.
or
Yeah.
yeah, so
All right.
this is
That
farthest.
makes sense. Okay. That makes sense. I was curious. Nah, that's cool. I like that. That's dope. Okay, let me ask you that. Obviously it's a new year. What are some things you want to work on within your music and the design and your clothes? Some goals you have that you really want to see yourself strive to get and achieve that you've set for
Um,
yourself.
So the biggest thing that I have for myself this year is um obviously clothes, but the biggest is creating CGI. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, 'cause,
Oh, bro, I forgot you were on that. Yeah, that's dope,
yeah,
bro. I've been trying to. Yeah, that's
yeah, because I want to be able to make music videos, but
yeah,
like it sort of looks like like a Transformer
yeah, no,
CGI
yeah, yeah.
music video. So
Okay.
putting Blender a lot and just trying to figure out the CGI work, and you know how it
Hell
goes.
yeah, yeah, nah, 100%, bro. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. All right. Before I wrap this up, I got a few more. What to this day still motivates you to make and create what you do? Like, what's your biggest motivation that keeps you going every day? Obviously, you have a daughter and stuff like that, so I'm sure she's. But
One, yeah.
yeah,
Um,
right.
what motivates me to do it is again on the art side of it and
Pure love.
art and just new love, basically just
Yeah.
like what what do I see coming out of this? See, like what can I create? You know what I mean? Am I going to be blown away by what I did? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just always trying to find something new to work off of. You know what I mean? Older, new.
Definitely, bro. Yeah.
Like, how
Hell
can
yeah,
I?
bro.
Just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. I like that, bro. Last one. I always ask at the end, what's the best advice you could give? Like, it can be anybody. It doesn't have to be musicians. Anybody trying to reach a goal or a dream. What's your best advice to give them to keep pushing and keep striving no matter what?
Love the best advice I can give. The best advice I can give, bro, is love yourself, man, and love what you're
Yeah,
doing.
definitely, bro.
Just, just no, love the haters, hate
Yep.
the haters. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And that's so much
100%.
advice. Um, Basically, just love and slow down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we all are gonna go soon.
Yeah.
So just slow down, like like
Enjoy
have
it.
fun. You're doing,
Yeah.
enjoy it, man.
100%,
You
bro.
and that's where I'm at right now. I'm trying to love each and every part of what I'm doing, the music, the art,
Yep.
the skateboarding, all of it, because
Yep.
you don't want to stress yourself out,
Yep.
and that's what taught me
100%.
at school at Sinclair. They said, uh, just learn to slow down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Breathe, learn to breathe and have
Definitely.
fun. So,
Hell yeah, bro.
and always study and
Yeah.
know a lot. Knowledge is
Yeah.
power.
Yep.
Knowledge is power.
Gotta preach
So,
that, man. Gotta preach that.
Louis,
100%. Before we wrap this up, shout out whoever you want to shout out. The stage is yours. Promo. I know we talked about, the big announcement of you going down to Tampa. So congrats on that. Like I said, shout out whoever you want to shout out. The stage is yours. Promo, whatever you want to do.
oh man, I want to shout out. Hold on, I want to shout out Larry, the Larry
Yes,
White
sir.
Show.
Yep. Of
First off, this is our
course,
first one.
bro. Yes, sir.
I want to shout out my mom, the No Varsity Boys.
Yep.
I want to shout out, my friends, my close friends, Sean Crawl,
Yep.
Takumi, Chris,
Yep.
Greg.
Yep.
Um, obviously everybody in No Varsity,
Yeah.
and the twins,
Yep.
brothers and siblings.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Uh, you know, those are all the people that I can think of.
Yeah,
That
you're
are,
gonna forget, and then you're gonna be like, "Fuck." Yeah.
you
Nah.
know, people that I can think of so
Yeah.
far that get to where I'm
Definitely.
at. So,
Definitely,
you
bro.
know, mad love to all those people. Oh, and Jace as well. I can't forget
Yes,
Jace. He's
sir.
been,
Yeah. Yeah. Hell
um,
yeah.
you know, mad love to all those people because I wouldn't be
100%.
able to get to where I am,
Definitely,
without it.
bro. 100%. Well, I appreciate you coming on, bro. I'm glad we finally got to do this. Congrats on everything, bro. You're a big inspiration, and it's cool as fuck that we live in the same city. It's the first, like, well, I mean, obviously, OJ and a couple other ones, but like, this is the first one that I've outside of them that I've talked to. So I really appreciate everything you do, and keep doing your thing, bro. It's inspiring to watch and see what you do every day.
Thank you, thank you.
Of course,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Just everybody keep going, man. Keep
Yeah,
creating.
facts, bro. You know it. You know it.
Yeah.
Facts,
So
bro. Well, guys, this was LarriWhyte, season 2. Jarie, go check him out. Links will be down below. Peace, guys.
see ya.